Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Woo! It's Friday, baby. I'm so stoked. The week is finally over, and we have made it all collectively together here to Friday morning. Morning, everybody. How y'all doing out there? If you're with me in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have... Wow, look at all this people. We have Tiger Trader, Session Flow, Julius, Gary, Shelly, LC, RC, WD, Frank, Cicino, Repberg, Cyrus, Big Sky, Micro Machine, National, Morning Xerox, Ferrari Phil, Luke S, Amateur Genius, Sadek, Mike, Billy, Valentine, Vadim, Aero Squad, Travis, Scott Trades, Cash Jack, SW, Hayden, Morning, Double G, A Trades, Fran, Ethan, Session Flow, Broccoli, Dust, Dragon Spec, Becker. Good morning. What's up, everybody? I got a nice sleep in last night. Went to bed as early as I possibly could. We got that tournament to play today. Hopefully we run good. That would be nice. Hopefully we will run good. More to you, 8 Mile Zach, Carolyn. Where are the green names? G-Lines, Trader Page, Mike. Good morning to you, John, Forza, Brody. Why do I have top chat on? Here we go. Live chat. Good morning, everybody. Get my link up here. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic morning so far. Unfortunately, still cannot trade my live account because it doesn't load. Let me show you what this looks like. If I go to my live, this is what happens. Nothing loads. Kind of annoying. If I refresh it like really fast, it still doesn't load. Really kind of annoying. It just does this. Here, let me see if I can show you this. It wouldn't be able to, but it just loads and loads and loads and loads and doesn't show me my the order ladder. So we are still in our practice account, unfortunately. So until that gets fixed, maybe next week when I'm scheduled to be on Top Step TV, somebody will be able to look at it. But yeah, until then, doesn't. I think we traded. When was the last time we traded on the? It was like the 3rd, I think. So that was Tuesday. So it was still working Tuesday. So it's only been down for like 3 days, but kind of annoying. Although, I mean, if I would have traded my live account yesterday, I probably would have got booty blasted pretty hard because I was wrong. Dude, I was so wrong. I think I got 2 trades right. Traded in Clubhouse. I got 2 or 3 trades right. And then I just got blasted in my practice account. I didn't trade in my regular live account because I can't. And the circle continues. But I feel like it's like a blessing in disguise because had I traded it, I probably would have hit max loss on my live account. And I'm just being real, So, it is what it is, but I'm not even really like itching to trade, really. I'm not really like, this has not been my kind of market. I'm sure there's people out there that are like killing it in this market. I'm not one of those people because this is not my market at all. I would be getting blasted. Like I traded my practice account very seriously, by the way, too. I was trading it exactly as I would have traded my live account. The only thing maybe is that, we went up like, I don't know, like $2,000 or $3,000 in the first couple trades. The position that we were in, unrealized, like $3,000. If it was my live account, I probably would have been aggressively closing it, I think, and then probably locking out after like one more trade. So I don't know. Maybe we would have made some money. But today, if you didn't know this already, it is NFP Friday. It is the non-farm payrolls today. So this is going to be a big one. And by the way, the FOMC rate decision is it next week? No, it's on the 18th, isn't it? For some reason, my brain was just like, oh, it's next week. No, it's in 12 days. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. So, yeah, 12 days. But I think we're in a blackout period with the Fed next week. I'm pretty sure the Fed is in a blackout period next week. So we do have a whole mess of Fed speakers speaking today. So that's kind of the 2 events that we want to watch here today. Number 1, the NFP, which is coming out this morning in 23 short minutes. That's going to be released alongside the unemployment rate, the average hourly earnings. And then that's kind of it. We get the University of Michigan preliminary December thing because it's the first Friday, right? Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know. My brain's just like not in trading land lately. It's weird. But December, this is the first Friday in December, which it doesn't feel like. It feels like, I don't know. You know what it is? It's the holidays. Like my internal calendar is off. It doesn't feel like this is the first week of December. It feels like we've already been in December for a hot minute. Yeah, holidays. Exactly. Trader Page gets it. It's the holidays. That's what it is. It's the holidays. And so, you know. Oh, by the way, buenos días a todo mi gente de Latinoamericana. ¿Cómo está? No, it'd be ¿Cómo están todos? ¿Aquí o no? Muy bien? Okay. I feel like we need to do a whole episode in Spanish. Wouldn't that be weird? You just tune in. You just tune in one morning and the whole thing is... People would be like, what the heck happened? Siempre aquí, Rips. Always. I love it. So what? It's like Dora for trading. Oh, goodness. That's funny. Anyway, it doesn't feel like it's only been 1 week of December. It's the holidays. I think it's because my brain was in December last week when we had the Thanksgiving holiday. Wasn't Thanksgiving? Dude, I don't even remember now. Yeah, Thanksgiving was last week. Okay, cool. I'm not going crazy. I love your show. I've tried to get answers, but no luck. Hopefully you can help. And a 50K XFA, maximum loss limit is 2K day one. If I make 5K day two, my maximum loss limit is 2K or 7K. Yeah, so check this out. XFA is very, very easy. They make it very, very simple to understand. And the dashboard will show you everything. And by the way, the new dashboard that's coming out is going to show you everything. So I'd rather whiteboard this. I feel like people get lost without the whiteboard. So let's get the whiteboard out, shall we? Everybody's favorite time of the day. It's whiteboard time. I'm already going crazy on a Friday here. All right. So so here's the deal. You get your, all right. So, all right. So you get your account with an XFA. This is what your account looks like when you first get it. And then it does say when you first get it, it's a 50K account. Your maximum loss limit is going to be a negative 2K balance. So if your account goes below negative 2K, it's blasted. Your question was, if you made 5K. Okay, so check this out. Very, very simple. The moment that you make more than 2,000, right? So your balance goes to, you made $5,000. Your maximum loss limit, my friend, is the full $5,000. It doesn't trail. So like if your balance goes to $3,000, then your account's blown. No. That does not happen. You now have $5,000 worth of drawdown in your account. You get it? So you have full $5,000. So does that answer your question? Who was that? That was David Evans. Esta la verdad. This is it. You get the full $5,000 worth of drawdown, which is great. It's excellent. It's amazing. There's not very many programs out there like it's your own real money. Money. Can you draw a Christmas tree or something? Sure. Here we go. There's a Ripsmith tree right there. We got to do the Ripsmith special as well, by the way. We got to give away some free things. Look at that. A beautiful Christmas tree. David says, thanks. I knew I can count on you. Yeah, I mean, the draw. There's no trailing drawdown except for once you're like that $2,000. Once you get out of the weeds, you make more than $2,000, it stops. So let's just say that you made, I got to make this larger here. Let's say you made a total of $2,000. Look at that. It's pretty green. $2,000. You made $2,000. Now your drawdown is $2,000. So if it goes to zero, This is for a 50K account. 50K account. 50K account. We need lights on that tree. I agree with you. Look at this. We're going to get some lights on this tree. And of course, wood is not green. So there we go. This is a very exciting trading show, by the way. There we go. Look at this. It's a Christmas tree. It's amazing. Look at that. We get some blue lights in there too. Wow. Look at that. What a beautiful Christmas tree. Oh, we need a star on it too. You're right. Let's get a little star on here. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful Christmas tree. What would you pick if you had to start over between the 50K and the 150K? I like having a lot of drawdown. So I like the 150K. Because when you start the 150K, you get $4,500 worth of drawdown in that XFA. You get $4,500 worth of drawdown. So there you go. It's an amazing, amazing thing. Presents under the tree. I can't keep drawing. I'm a terrible artist. I'm probably one of the worst. My penmanship is also quite terrible indeed. But anyway, let's get back to the markets because that's what we're doing in here. This is not an art class. All right, 5-minute chart. There we go. Sweet. Love it. Oh, why is that? Oh, what happened here? Is this why is this all Jimmy rigged now? What's going on? Why is my chart all messed up here? Okay, there we go. That. And there we go. There's the price ladder. Okay, cool. I feel like now we're back in business here. Tournament poker has done some serious damage there. Yeah, it is what it is. But if you're here early, do me a favor. Go ahead and lick. Oh my God. Go ahead and click the lucky like button. Don't lick it. Please don't lick your monitors. Click the lucky like button and we'll be on our way to getting to 1,200 likes. We get to 1,200 likes, we'll do a giveaway for a free month of Clubhouse. And if we get to 500 likes, we'll do a poll in here. So if we all just reach down and click the button right now, everybody will go home happy today, I believe. Let's go over the trading view chart. Is this aligned? At least that's aligned. But yeah, so the overnight session was kind of uneventful. We had somewhat of a tight range, less than 50 points of a range, I believe. The real best trade here was trading from the out of balance here, under the prior day low, which is where the market opened up for Globex, and trading that somewhere close to like the support of the daily open. So somewhere around here, maybe adding a contract, and then looking to your left here, I would say peeling off a contract somewhere in like this first kerfuffle. So you'd probably get it to up here. I mean, if you're trailing your stop up there. So that range is what, 420 up to 480. You could get like 40 points, 30 points on that if you're probably 30 points on average if you're adding to it aggressively, This platform right here that you're looking at, this is TradingView. That's what I use for all of my charting purposes. I used to use eSignal, and I loved it. I used eSignal because of the polling rate. You could have, the way that it would refresh the data was, I think, the fastest platform for the longest time. And TradingView, when I was trading, was not nearly, like way back. I'm talking about like 6 years ago. The version of TradingView, they didn't have a Windows app, I don't think, but they had some stuff in it that was very slow. The polling rate in TradingView now is very, very quick. I don't know if it matches exactly to where eSignal is, because eSignal was, I think they were a division of ICE, not ICT, ICE. I don't know if they got their data from there or what, but it was a very fast polling rate. So when I was trading equities where I needed to see like to the moment of how they were reacting, specifically in small caps, well, Tesla too, large caps. I trade a lot of Tesla. The polling rate was very important. And so I used eSignal for a very, very long time. It was extremely expensive. But the trade-off is there. It's like, if you're going to go on a pro golfing tour, you're not going to use, some junior golfers clubs that are, $20 or $40. You're going to be spending, probably thousands of dollars on your driver alone. I'm a horrible golfer, but, you got to have a good set of clubs that's fitted for you and all that. Morning, Master Trader Rick. So for me personally, when I was trading I required certain things where the polling rate was extremely fast because I'm making very snap reactions, like hyper scalping in a lot of these days. And so it made a lot of sense. And it was like a direct connection to the markets with eSignal. But the trade-off was that you're paying out the wazoo for it. My trading view now, I bought as many years as I could at the last Black Friday sale. My trading view data cost me, I think, a total of like $14. And that's for all of the equities and all the historical data and all of the futures and all of the historical data. And I think that just that alone on eSignal was something like $600 a month. But my eSignal was close to like $1,000 a month that I was paying for it. So imagine paying $12,000 a year just for charting, right? Crazy town. So when the requirements weren't there, I don't trade equities as like, I'm not doing hyper scalping in equities. So I didn't really need the data anymore. So I made the transition over to TradingView. And TradingView is relatively comparatively, especially, I mean, if you're comparing it to eSignal, entirely inexpensive. And the value that you get for it with all of the indicators that you can use on it now, maybe you're one of those people who wants to just throw every single indicator under the sun on your chart, TradingView is your platform. And, it runs fantastically. So I have no qualms with it and I love it. Enzo says, if you're a defined professional trader, once you go live on Top Step, then you have to declare yourself professional for data purposes like on TradingView. Incorrect. You do not. Don't worry about doing that. I have the data coming out here. So for the change in non-farms, we are expecting the big number that we want to be watching is 220,000. So 220,000 jobs being added. The prior print was 12,000. I think we traded that together here live. And if you don't remember, it was like a shock to me because I think the expectation was much higher. So what was it revised to? I don't think that was much of a revision, but all of the analysts right now, the range is basically the low end is 155,000 jobs being added. The high end is 275,000 jobs being added. So it depends on which analyst that you're looking at, but collectively the average is about 220,000. That is the collective average. So there you go. Remember your face on that. I got to go back and watch. It's all a blur. When you've been trading for long enough, it's, they all kind of blend together, all the NFPs and everything. But this is a big one. If you are going to be trading an XFA or a live account in this, you have to be extremely careful out there. And I would say that there's a little bit of gamble involved if you're going to be doing this. Now, keep in mind, if you are in a live account, if you are trading in a live account, there is a very good chance that you can get liquidated on this print and not even see it show up on your chart. Because what I mean is this, and it changes for an XFA versus live, because live, your orders are actually in the market, right? So be very, very careful. What I'm trying to say is this. Be very, very careful if you're trading an account that will produce real money from the markets. I, of course, am trading my practice account today. So I don't have any actual risk going into the markets. But if you're one of those people who feels that they must trade this print, understand that the price can quote at such drastically different prices, it can make your orders go a little haywire and it can get a little spooky. And you might be blowing your combines, your XFAs, or get locked out of your live or even get blasted on your live. So please be very, very careful. There's a lot of brokerages out there, and I'm talking like personal brokerage accounts that will raise their margin requirements during events like this that will limit you from even trading it. So for instance, let's just say that you have $5,000 in a personal brokerage account. Usually they would allow you to trade one NQ mini for $1,000. For the NFP print, they may raise that margin requirement to like $15,000 before the NFP print comes out. So if you try to place an order for one mini in the NQ right now, they will lock you out, or they will not allow that order to print. Or if you have an order that's live, they'll just close your position because you no longer meet the margin requirements to trade during this event. So just keep that in mind. Another gift from Top Step is the fact that we can trade these news events for the time being, right? Maybe it changes in the future. I have no idea. But I'm just saying, understand the responsibility that you're being trusted with in being able to trade this type of event. It's extremely, extremely would the right word be cantankerous? Cantankerous? Yes. It can be a cantankerous tape. It can be a quite cantankerous tape. So just be very, very careful out there and understand that being able to trade this with no change in your margin requirements is quite lovely. So just be very, very careful. Okay. Ninja has 4x margin. Okay. So that means that they'd be requiring you $4,000, which again seems awfully, that seems rather, yeah, 4x actually makes sense. But yeah, just be careful out there. Okay. Be careful. And they charge you $5 to close the position for you. Sounds about right. How does margin work in personal brokerages? If 1,000 is required for 1 mini, how much drawdown does that give you before liquidation? The moment that if you had $1,000 in your account, the moment that you click that button, order would open, order would close because you can't maintain the margin. If you had $1,000 in your account, you tried to trade 1 mini, some brokerages wouldn't even let you open the position because most of them would because they want to get your $7 round trip or whatever they're charging you. But yeah, it's going to open and close immediately because you no longer have the margin to facilitate that trade. Insta. Can you explain the volume profile? Can you explain what the volume profile does and how you implemented it in your trading? It simply shows us where the orders are where liquidity is being contracted in the market. So you can see here we kind of have a double distribution of liquidity, which means we have agreement in price mainly in this area and mainly in this area, whereas we don't have much liquidity here, which means that there's a good chance that we could come down and revisit this because we have missed orders. We've skipped up on orders, sort of like a fair value gap in a way. So there you go. Rose, when did you start a YouTube channel covering your trading? We've been live streaming for over a year now, just over a year. And we've been growing. We are the fastest growing YouTube channel in this space, apparently. Good morning, Rose from Jamaica vacation time. Good morning to you, Larry. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Let's see. Any projections on this move? What's the expected? 220,000 is the expectation. So if we come in line with that, we're probably not going to see all that much movement. But right now, market is looking a little bit indecisive. We're very indecisive in this range right now because we're just kind of holding at the prior day mid, not really doing all that much. I'm sorry, not the prior day mid, but the prior 4-hour mid. We're just, we're in between the previous day low and the previous day mid. So we're just like smack dab in the middle right now. Rips, traders that didn't click the like button lost money yesterday in the market. I tend to agree with you there, Q. Any trade ideas? I would say that your best idea is going to be waiting for the market to react on this and then perhaps trading the reaction. I think that you can run into a lot of issues if you are having a position open in this print. We can see a very drastic movement on this. So let's see if we can catch anything in our practice account. What does it mean NFP number comes in higher, lower? So if the non-farms come in higher, that means that the job market is very robust and strong. If it comes in lower, that the market is the jobs market. But again, they came in at 12,000 last time, so it was very, very low. But you have to understand, we're not looking for the labor market to cool any longer. Well, the Fed is currently not looking for the labor market to be cooling off drastically, but they don't want it to be overheating because then that means that more people who are in jobs means more access to credit and more money in the economy, which means that prices will stay inflated and the 2% inflation target is going to be much more out of reach, which means that lowering rates quickly can cause a problem. We're looking at a 25 basis point cut for the next FOMC, which is going to be in 12 days. So if we had tons of jobs being added, that probability of FOMC rate cuts could be dropping. 1 month ago, we were at about a 70%. 1 week ago, we dropped to about a 65%. And then today we're back above 70% for a 25 basis point rate cut. There was a point in time when we were looking at a 50 basis point rate cut in December, but those days are far behind us now. So an out of control job market would signify that we could potentially see rates being held where they're at for the FOMC in 12 days. So if rates are being held, the market's probably going to go down. Government won't be adding many jobs for the next 4 years. Doge, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That would be nice. I would love to see a government that is not reckless with their spending for a set of 4 years. That'd be lovely. I'd love to see benefits for small business owners in this country. I'd love to see lower taxes or less wasteful spending. If there was effective spending in Washington, then we'd probably see less politicians. And they'd certainly not be as good of traders as they are. Like our big girl Pelosi. She is, quite frankly, the best trader that has ever walked the planet Earth. And that's not by accident. That's because she has the position she does. All right, 2 minutes, everybody. Check your positions at the gate. Please make sure that you're not going to do something. Here's what I don't want to see. If you decide to trade this and you blow your account, and even if you were right on it, let's say you're long, the market like dips and then rips, and then you're complaining because your combine got blown or your XFA got blown. Just remember, you're trading one of the most volatile events out there. It's on you. You have all the time in the world right now to close your position and take it easy. There's going to be plenty more opportunities in the market. So just try to keep those hungry eyes at bay. Okay? I would say don't trade this. Remember, practice account. Moon or dust, baby. Yeah, but when it goes to dust, how are you going to feel about it? That's my only concern, right? A lot of people like moon or dust until they get the dust and they say, wait, I thought moon or dust meant moon or moon. No. It can mean dust, and that can mean your account getting dusted. So please be careful. Please be careful. Right now, we are pulling back. We are 50 seconds away. So don't go in 15 minis now. I think that possibly I may have miscommunicated my intentions. Trade pay-per-view, you want to trade this? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got my trusty paper account ready to go here. Practice account only. Full port. Less than 30 seconds, folks. Good luck, everybody. Remember, 220,000 is the number we're watching for. 220,000. Let's see if it goes higher or lower. Ten seconds. Here we go. Look at this big old gap in liquidity here. Holy. 227,000. Little fake out there to the downside. Holy smokes. Oh, this is wrecking people. Oh my goodness. Look at this rinse. Holy smokeroonies. Big jump in unemployment in Canada. All right, I'm going to try a long here off these highs. I'm going to try a little $1,000 risky here. Remember, this is a practice account. See how fast we can get blasted off on this thing. If we get above 510, I do want to see an ad on this. It seems like it wants to go a little bit higher. Let's see. A lot of offers up here, though. We're back to kind of like that midpoint in the S&Ps as well. Wow, there's some absorption there at 510. Very interesting, but a lot of sellers. Interesting that the orders just kind of stopped up there, though. Ooh, the 2-year is falling quickly here, too. Interesting. See if we get up and over. It's interesting how fast the algo's turned off here. Very interesting. Anybody nail that print? I'm curious if anybody got that print and nailed it. All right, let's take another 3 here. We're back over that 510, but let's see if it holds. Watching 515 here now. Buyers and bonds and equities is always such a funny reaction. Who's going to be first with their pants caught, or first caught with their pants down here? Okay, I'm going to add 2. Let's see a break of 520 here. Now this thing really wants to motor. Let's see if we can displace a couple of these stops up here. I want to see if we can hold above 520. See if we get a rinse back down at all. We're still kind of pushing up in the S&Ps. I wonder if 520 is kind of the point where we're going to see this really start to pop stops here. Still seems like it has a lot of juice here. Let's see if we hold above 520. I want to see a huge bidder. Yeah, there's a bidder. Actually, I'm going to add into that. There's a huge bidder there at 520. That was real nice that they showed their hand like that. Let's see if they want to continue, though. Let's see here. 515. Most liquidity being exchanged right around here. And let's see if 512 wants to give out. We were at 515 where we see like, excuse me, a lot of stops being popped initially. Then we saw some cappers at 520. So let's see if 515 gives us that same little pop. Right now we're trading just under 6,095 in the S&Ps. Okay, I'm adding once more. We're going to go full size here. And what I'm going to do is try to get out a little bit just above 520 here. See if we get that pop rate back above those 515s. Let's see, let's see. There's a little bit of finessing on the offer at 515. So we just need to pop right on over that. Oh, let's see here. Just a little pop above 515, then I'll peel off 5 for looking for an ad, maybe back down to 500 here. Well, let's see if we get that before it goes back down to 500, of course. All right, watching 515. New orders just entered into the order book here. You can see that clearly on Bookmap. So just kind of drifting lower here. I was looking for an initial pop over 515. Let's see if we can get up and over, back above, refreshing that liquidity where we want to see it, just above 515 here. Pretty docile after such a big displacement here to the top side. Let's see here if they want to start popping those stops back above 515. Combine or XFA, neither. We are in a practice account here. All practice, baby. Let's see, let's see. Over 515 gives us that juice, and then we start really ripping through those 20s, I think. Back down to sort of like this session VWAP here. Still drifting, drifting, drifting. Uh, 85% chance now in the Fed Fund futures for a 25 basis point cut. Bonds are kind of settling here. I think equities are going to continue to rally. I think today we're going to see an equity rally day, which is why we're still looking for longs here. I think that we have to just refresh a little bit of this liquidity first. So 515 is going to be the trigger point for stops to get popped and blasted here. I don't know if we got enough liquidity to the downside yet. 505 was a nice area to start adding. We were adding a little bit earlier than that, but let's see if we can get this nice pleasant papacito through 515s here. 535 possible. I think that we can see well above 570 today. Well above 570. All right, 515. Let's see if they start capping this or if they let us through a little bit here. So watching here above 515, this would be, again, the trigger point for big stops to get popped is right here at 515. Watching. Right here, big trigger point. Still a little bit of defense right at 515, but that should get, yeah, there's your blast. There you go. There's that pop through 515. We'll try to take 5 off to finesse us a little bit here. 20s, of course, showing us a little bit of traffic, but we should be able to blast right through it. Yeah, they're finessing the offer once more. Not a huge fan of that finessing that's going on. We did pop slightly above 520s. I think we'll revisit that here in a jiffy. Let's go ahead and actually peel off into this 517 liquidity pop. Try to get 5 more here. Okay, we got 5 more out. I'm actually going to bring this down because I don't mind refreshing this back down to like 505s or so. But that was the nice run of liquidity that we're initially looking for. I can actually bring this to like right there, 524, to peel out the next 5. They're still kind of pushing into these, the 20s of where we have more stops being potentially displaced. I actually might even move this to like 27. Because we should be hammering through that 20. Yeah, see, there's a defender right there that's anticipating this pop through 20. But again, there should be a lot of stops being displaced right above this 20. I think that we should get filled pretty quickly here. A lot of shorts offside here. You can see a lot of bids showing up now at these 20s, which is lovely, but a lot of folks still have shorts on their mind here. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to take out 3 right here and then watch this pop right to 27. Look at this, finessing at 25. We have, oh my goodness, about 285 offers showing up at 25s here, to be expected, but a sweep right through 30 should be on the cards, or in the cards right now. So should get filled right here at 27 in a jiffy. Give me that jiffy pop. Go on. Go on, NQ. I see you. Still finessing these 25s, but they can't hold this back. There you go. I see you, NQ. I see you. So we get that little jiffy pop back above those 25s into those 27s. And this is just your classic tape reading, folks. This is just looking at these orders that are in the market, looking for that displacement and finding out where the liquidity is likely to be contracted. Let's see who is betting on us failing here. Let's see. Gotta scroll back here. Oh, that's good. We had a lot of people who weren't betting on our failure. That's nice. Oh, there you go. There's those 30s there. Chat is good today, boss. Well, goodness, we have 2,300 people watching. Do me a favor, folks. If you're watching this stream right now, there's 2 ways that you can help me out. Number 1 is clicking that like button. Like and subscribe. Always a great thing to do here. We'll pull 1 more out here at the market. Filled that. We're up $2,000. I'm going to bring this back right just below break even there on that final lot. So 2 ways you can help me out, of course. Number 1 is clicking the like button, clicking subscribe. And then right here, Twitter and Instagram. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Selling Rips. That's number 2. We're trying to get our Instagram account up to 10,000 followers. And that's going to be very, very exciting when we get there. I'm probably going to give away a whole mess of things. Give away a whole mess of goodies, right? That's what I want to be doing. And then number 3, which shows Top Step that I'm doing a good job in here. And if you don't think I'm doing a good job, don't do this. But if you think I'm doing a good job in here, you can click that link. Let the page load. It'll pop up a thing say, you want to allow cookies? Click allow. Then that's it. You can close the page. There you go. That's it. That's it. That's all I asked for. And again, Twitter and Instagram at Selling Rips. That's where you can follow me on there. So we are going to be trading on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but we also are going to be, there we go, we got filled. So $2,000 profit in our practice account, not a real account, practice account. This is just practice here. We are going to be playing poker on the WPT cash game. We're going to be playing $100, $200 blinds Monday, probably sometime around 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. So if you ever wanted to see me play poker for live money, we're going to be playing over on the WPT live stream on Monday. And of course, next week I'll talk about this. I'll drop the link of where you can see me playing live poker. It'll be a lot of fun. And go and do a Rips raid in the YouTube chat there when they're streaming it. So that'll be a lot of fun. So if you caught the NFP print to the long side, go ahead and drop a W in chat. I'm curious I'm curious if anybody out there caught this to the long side. Okay, we got a lot of W's in here. Nice. Very nice. Both long and shorts, very, very nice. Lovely. I love to see that. Beautiful work. Nicely done. So we are seeing softness now into those 230s. We drop a link in Insta story. Yeah, I'll make sure that you can't miss where to get the stream. On Monday's stream in here, we'll talk about exactly how to find me for the WPT stream. But it's going to be going from basically 5 p.m. Eastern time until midnight Eastern time. Hey, Coach Hoop in the building. Yeah, decently muted reaction, which I think means that we're going to be seeing a lot of fireworks come regular trading hours. And I think that's going to be shaped quite a bit by the Fed speakers that we have today. Speaking of Fed speakers today, we have a jam-packed schedule. Starts off with Michelle Bowman. Now, if you forgot, Michelle Bowman was the only dissenter 2 FOMC rate decisions ago. She was the only person who voted for a rate cut. And that came in the form of a 25 basis, I'm sorry, not, I'm way all over the place. Rate pause. Everybody else voted for a rate cut. Michelle Bowman voted for a rate pause. She's going to start flapping her gums in about 30 minutes from now at 9:15 Eastern time. And it's a virtual discussion, but there will be Q&A from the moderator. I don't know what the live stream link is, but maybe we'll have that posted here soon. At 10:30, we're going to be hearing from Austin Goolsby, who's not a voter, but I think he has voting rights next year, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. We get Beth Hammock, whatever her name is. She's a voting member. She's speaking at noon. And then Mary Daly, fan favorite, is going to be speaking at 1 p.m. And most of these speaking engagements will come with Q&A. So they will be talking about this NFP print. And I think that's what the market is waiting for confirmation. All right, let's see if we can do a vote in here. Right now we're at 758 likes. We get to 1,200 likes. We will do a giveaway in here. All right, 758 likes. We'll do a poll. Let's see what you folks think. Will the NQ end the day above or below? And let's say we're right at 21.5. I think that's a fair number. Above, below. And I'm going to say... All right, here we go, folks. Vote away in this poll today. Mr. Pushup says, well, this was a waste of time. Use the big rips to make back paper cut losses. It's okay. I mean, never consider it a waste of time. You're learning something, right? If you're pressing buttons, you're learning something. Don't ever consider it a waste of time. Rips, can you briefly explain the Nikkei? It seems to have a greater tick value first time trading it. It's a completely different index. It's the it's the index for not the U.S., right? It tracks stocks that are not in the U.S. and from a different country. So it's a completely and entirely different index that can be swaying very differently. It can be very difficult to trade unless you're paying attention to what's the most famous news network in Japan. I knew it. I forget it now. But if you're not paying NTT, thank you. NTT. If you're not watching NTT and getting the NTT squawks, you're going to have a very difficult time trading it. Okay? So I would technically want you to stay away from it. It does respect technicals, but you're going to run into times where it's like if the yen is being mispriced, you're going to see very crazy things happening in the Nikkei. So it's not the U.S. markets. And a lot of people get that, for some reason, get that very confused where they're saying, I'm seeing the S&P go up and the NASDAQ go up. Why is the Nikkei not going up? It's like, it's not anything to do with the U.S. markets. So where do you see NTT? Well, you can pay for certain subscriptions that will have that. The Nikkei respects Dakota. Dakota is a Nikkei trader, but he has a ton of experience in trading it. Which squawks are you listening to? I listen to almost every single squawk under the sun. if you ever want to get into squawks, which I think is going to be a very small percentage of viewers right now, you can try one that has a free trial. But I'm just telling you, let me forewarn you that you're probably not going to enjoy it all that much. What do you see in 21.527? Orders stacking up, anticipating the reversal at 30. That's it. There's a difference between stops getting popped and a weak run at stops versus defense coming in slowly and carefully, gingerly, I guess you could use, before a big number like 230. I'm sorry, 530. 530. Yeah, this man loves to hear voices in his head. Yeah. It's an acquired taste for most people. It's an acquired taste. Rips, I want to focus on ES, MES. What is your opinion on using the NYSE tick? I'm not familiar with what the NY. You talking about just like the NYSE tickers? I mean, there's more than in the S&Ps. You're gonna be paying attention to a lot. There's certain stocks that are traded on the NASDAQ that are also in the S&P. So, I mean, it's not just NYSE stocks, if that's what you're asking. There's more than NYSE stocks in the S&P 500. Oh, you're talking about just like the ticker tick? I mean, if you find value in a strategy in cross analyzing that against the S&P, sure. I mean, maybe there's something in that. I don't know if you're gonna. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna find value in that. I've never found a strategy by analyzing tick. It's helpful, but I mean, there's better heat maps out there that you could use that are gonna give you much more broader, less granular information. Tick is very narrow band in its information it's gonna give you. There's other ways that you can get just as quick information without using tick. I think tick is outdated, personally. Don't burn me at the stake, but I think it's a little bit outdated. I think there's better ways to read the market. Had to leave before the news came, and Rips is up as expected. Yeah, sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. We got a little slice. We got a small slice. Let's see here. Go back and answer some questions here. Market is still just kind of figuring out what it wants to do around 500. This is where things get a little bit tricky because it does look even weighted on both sides. We did get a nice displacement above 520s into those 530s here. But the level that's going to be interesting for us to overtake today in the S&Ps, I think, is going to be 6,100. That's where it's going to be very, very difficult. You just prefer minute charts, so time over tick. We're talking about the ticker itself. Tick is completely different, but I don't particularly enjoy trading on tick charts. I used to trade a 2,000 tick chart on the S&Ps way back when. Moved to a 1,000 tick chart, and then I discovered Bookmap, and Bookmap was kind of everything I was looking for. So. Rips, any particular reason to trade NQ over ES, keeping in mind that they move kind of similarly? I believe that you get more opportunities in the NQ versus the tighter movement of the S&Ps. On exaggerated moves, you're obviously going to see plenty of opportunity in the S&P, but I like to take scalping trades for the most part and trade momentum, and there's going to be a lot of micro moves inside of the NQ versus what you're going to see in the S&Ps. And so for me personally, it fits my trading style better. If you're the type of person who's not looking to have your heart flutter at every tick, maybe the S&P is better for you. So, I mean, you can see the difference here if I just bring up Bookmap. Here's the S&P, and then here's the NASDAQ. It's a very similar movement, but there's many more micro movements within this. For instance, did we even see a pump fake? Sort of. 95 down to 91, that's 4 handles. The pump fake on this was 13 all the way down to 99, so 13 handles. I mean, this is an exaggerated move because it's the NFP, but generally speaking, you're going to see much more micro movements within the larger movements, more smaller fractal movements inside of the NQ. Therefore, you can be wrong many times in the micro moves, but the broader sweeping move, you can be correct in the overall broad picture of things and recover losses. Versus if you're wrong in the S&Ps, it doesn't really give you a chance to, within the micro movements, make up for your follies, if that makes sense. There is a lot less risk with ES if that's your trading style. For instance, let's say that you were seeing the short up here and you were looking to carry it short, from this movement right here, this downward movement, and you were seeing this as a short. So you're entering 21 in the S&Ps, you're entering 96. your stop could be 61.05 and you're still enjoying this move here, right? Like you're up now 2 points in the money, but it would give you, like, if you have a broad idea and you're very set in your idea, you know, maybe you're nailing it better taking it in the S&P versus the NQ. The cumulative delta at the open has helped me tremendously. Basically shows if there are more buyers or sellers, helps you follow the trend. Yeah, I like looking at the CVD. Cumulative volume delta is very, very important. You ever trade gold? I have, but I don't make a habit of it. I'm not a gold trader. Percocito sideways ski-daddalation. I like that. I noticed you had the 100 tick chart up yesterday. Yeah, but you know, I mean, I'm not really... Bookmap is sort of my tick chart, and I can get as granular as I want. Like, I can zoom out. Let's go to the... here's the S&Ps. I can zoom out, and I can see, you know, yesterday's trade and everything, yesterday's session and all that. Or I can see it literally tick by tick if I go like this. You know, if I get really granular, I can see the heartbeat of the market right here. And get very granular with things. By the way, we're 400 likes away from doing a giveaway. And I'll also stream the open in here if we get to 1,200 likes. 2,100 people watching. We should be able to get this quite easily. Let's see here. Rips, what would cause the data to not load? Wouldn't that technical issue happen for others as well? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here we go. I'll show you. Here's my live account. Launch live. Nothing. Doesn't work. If I refresh my chart, reset the layout, nothing works. It just literally has this. I don't know if I can see if I can. I mean, it doesn't load. It literally doesn't load. Look. No contract selected. Like, I have the NQ selected. It's nothing I could do. I wish there was something that I could do, but there's literally nothing I could do. It is what it is. So, nothing I could do. Does not load any charts. I wish there was something I could do. Be lovely. There we go. Got that back. There. But yeah, nothing I can do, unfortunately. Let's see here. Cumulative delta open. Yep. What does iceberg orders look like on Bookmap? Well, you can have an add-on for icebergs, or you can just kind of eyeball them. But what it's going to look like is that if the number is on the offer 10, and I'm seeing it print into that thing 20, 30, 40, 50 lots, then we know for fact that there's an iceberg there. What is Squawk, and any recommendation for any particular one? Squawks are their news feeds that are audio piped into your ears. And just find one with a trial if you want to use it. But I would recommend that you do not, because you're not going to, most people are going to absolutely hate it. 100%. Got the short off of 524 off the 1 hour wick test. Nice. There you go. Let's see here. I'm 30 handles in this short. Just took one off. Let's go burn this B today. Get it. Get after it there. Hello, Rip. I was wondering if I get your thoughts on Bookmap in addition to use volume-based charts or range charts. I use Bookmap for all of my order flow reading, and I use just regular candlestick charts for any other technical analysis. Accidentally traded the mini versus the micro on the print, but my plan worked with lower limit buys and tagged 2 perfectly and hit my stop for 700 profit. Scared the crap out of me once I realized it wasn't micros. Happy little accident. The market gods were on your side today. Don't take that for granted. Why are live accounts not working? I think Dakota's is working fine. And by the way, my price ladder on my phone works fine. Look at this. Well, it will probably log me out, but F it. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. It might log me out here. All right. All right, launching my live. Yep, see, it logs me out. So, go to this really quick there. Logs me out, but like this is, I believe this is my live account. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so like, this is my live account here, right? Live account active. I go down here, I go to trade. I can see the charts moving, or the ladder moving. And if I go to chart, this is the problem. This is what's weird. If I go to chart, this is what happens. You see how it just like loads? That's the issue. So what can I do? What can I do? I'm not going to trade with just a ladder on my phone because I can't see the charts, and like, I don't want, like, what a stupid risk that would be, right? Be insane. So nothing I could do. I've tried using 3 browsers. Tried using 3 different browsers. It's not my browser because it's not loading on my phone, right? The chart is not loading on my phone. So there you go. Has nothing to do with my cash. I've done that already. I've done it all. So market makers are scared of you. No, I'm telling you, if I had been able to trade my live account yesterday, I think I would have ended with a red loss. I don't know. I can't say that with certainty, but I was not reading the market well yesterday, you know? The answer is clearly to use a 4th browser. That's right. I should have tried a 4th. Mike says, heading to Laughlin on the 25th in Vegas for New Year's, Fremont Street. Hope to see you out there somewhere. Yeah, I'm always very public on my Instagram with where I'm going, what I'm posting. Today, I'm going to be at the Win. I am on day 2. This is the final day of a tournament, and I'm sitting in the top 50 in chips right now. So there's probably, I think, 200 players left. We're in the money, so I will get paid for this tournament. Not much, maybe like $2,000 or something like that. But first place, I think, should be anywhere between $250,000 and $500,000 for first place. Somewhere in between that number. And I'd be happy with first place. But we'll see. I mean, if I was going into the day as like the top 10 in chips, I'd be much happier. So I really have to make it happen in these first 2 levels of blinds. But I'm going to be playing that at 1 p.m. today at the Win. So if you're in Vegas, stop by the Win. Come say hi, 1 p.m. Notice a lot of YouTubers didn't do well yesterday. Well, you know, it's a tough market. The market's not very easy right now. I enter the trade and watch the pulses on the DOM and scale out. There you go, Mike. Reading the heartbeat of the market. Yeah, I mean, Top Step is working for me. Top Step X is working for me. I mean, it's right here, but only in my practice account. It's just not working in the live market. I did have an issue with my live data showing me the quoting prices on the DOM. The full depth. So maybe it's something to do with the depth of market. So, you know, I've had an incredible amount of slippage and misfills for a sim in the last 3 days using Top Step X. Well, if you're trading NFP, that's to be expected, but there's also, you have to understand there's a difference between when a price is being quoted at a certain level and when the price is printing at a certain level. Squawks are screaming in my ear right now. Oh yeah, it's top of the hour. That's why. Top of the hour, people start screaming on these squawks. It's lovely. Okay, what were you talking about? Oh yeah, so listen, if let me see if I can show this in real time on Bookmap, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, for instance, do you see how the offer is moving up here and not printing anything? This is the offer. This green line is the bid. Yellow's the mid. So do you see how the bid and the offer are actually moving without any prints? There's a difference between when the price is being quoted. For instance, let's just say that your account would have blown here. It's or like your fill. Okay, your fill is here, and then your stop is like right here. Your fill is right here, even though it quoted that price right here. Get really granular. I can't speak. And your stop is here. Okay, so this is a perfect example. Your stop is at this line and your fill price is down here. Do you see how the quote of the actual bid, you're in a short and your stop is here and your fill price is at 93.25. Even though the price is quoting 93.25, there is no printed order at 93.25. The price never printed that order. Do you understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand how this works. The price is quoting 93.25, but nobody took a bid at 93.25. You would get stopped out in this trade because it actually printed 94.75. It never printed 93.25. It did print 94.75. So if your stop was up here and you're in a short and you're like, it went down to 93.25 and it never took me out. Well, it never printed a price down there. It just quoted it. Quotes are not the same as actual market, as orders being printed onto the tape. Do you understand? Okay, so that's a big problem I see people having when they're like, oh, the platform is not letting me out of the trade, or I saw it, it was there. It never printed. It never printed. It never printed the price that you needed to get filled. That's how it works. Okay? Never printed. Let's see here. Like an auctioneer saying it, but no one took it. Yes, that's correct. And nobody got filled there. Nobody took the price. They quoted it. Nobody took it. Nobody wanted to take it at that price. So that's why if you're like, oh, I saw it. No, it never filled. It's never going to fill. Is slippage a lower quote with an even lower print? No. Let's see if we can find some slippage here. Here you go. This is a prime example of what slippage will look like. Do you see how it prints here? 94 and a quarter and then prints 91 and a half. There's your slippage. And people see that and they go like, my style, I mean, I can't illustrate it perfectly. I would have to find a very perfect area in the chart to show you exactly that. But like this is slippage, 94 and a quarter printing then 91 and a half. That's called real slippage in the market. It skips all of those prices and it prints 3 handles lower. That's called slippage. There you go. Slipped by 3 handles because nobody's willing to accept the price there. So there you go. Did I miss the giveaway? What giveaway? Slippage on tops of X is usually because you're hitting buy, sell, plus, minus 1 of the market, then hitting close position on the market. Yes, you're going to have slippage if you're using market orders only. I feel like I should do a webinar on like simple bid and ask and depth of market because I feel like there's not a lot of people who understand the basics of it. And like if there's only 3 on the bid and you're hitting sell market for 15, if that's not an iceberg, you're going to fly right through that, you know? 239 more likes. Let's do it, folks. Come on. I want to give some stuff away today. Come on. A simple Google search would answer half of their questions. It's okay, though. I am Google today. I am ChatGPT. I am Google. I am Himothy Jenkins. Hello, what code is for Top Step? Because if I click your link, Stilk 50K account is $49. This is normal price for them. Thank you. You're welcome. So I would say that if it is your very first combine, your very, very first combine ever, then you will get 60% off. If it is not your very first combine ever, there's no additional discount. However, the price that's being quoted is 60% off of the regular cost of a Top Step combine. Let me see if I can bring this up on my screen here. So right here, this is what we're talking about. Let's go here. Boom. Wait, that's the wrong one. Here. Okay, look. So you can see here it says regularly 165. So if we do over here 165 minus 60%, that gets us down to $99, right? $99. It's actually bigger than that. Wait, what? It's even bigger than a 60% discount. Hold on. That's crazy. I guess 60% off, I'm thinking about this one. So let's do this. 375 minus 60. Well, no, this is all over the place. 375. Good Lord, fat fingers. Minus 60%. There you go, 150. Yeah, there you go. There's your 60%. I guess it's even deeper on the 50K account. Sweet. Cool. The more you know. Amazing. So there you go. Anywho, what was I going to say? Oh, nice. Thank you, Byron, for THB. What is THB? Let me see. THB currency is, the Thai bot. Thank you so much, Byron. Appreciate that, buddy. It has been like that price forever. What about 3 ever? Thank you so much there, Byron. Appreciate you, buddy. This has been an excellent week listening to your show and some of the nuggets you share. It is appreciated and wishing you a happy weekend. Thanks. Thank you, Byron. I really appreciate you. And thank you for the 500 Thai bot. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. We are about 23 minutes here from the open. 23 minutes from the open here. If the charts are currently down, that's God looking out for you with this price action. Stop complaining, people. They'll fix it. Yeah, no, I'm happy about it. I'm honestly, and I'm being dead serious. I don't mind taking a few days away from trading my live account. I really don't mind it. But I promise, like, by the time I'm on Top Step TV next week on Tuesday, it will probably be fixed by then. So I'm not too worried about it. And if it's not, it's not. It is what it is. I don't mind. It's not that big of a deal. It's if the market is not tradable for me, it's not tradable for me for the time being. Let's see here. I hope you run good in the tournament today. It is a WSOP event. Similar, it's WPT, so World Poker Tour. WSOP is the World Series of Poker. This is a World Poker Tour event, WPT. So hopefully we'll see. It's at 1 p.m. I'm in the top 50 in chips. There's, I believe, less than 200 people in the field. Let me see if, let me check an updated chip count here. Let me see. Boo, 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 boo. I gotta go. There we go. Okay, chip counts. Here we go. So there are, 371 people. Oh my gosh, it's $2 million now in the prize pool. Let's see where I'm at. I'm in the top 100. That's for sure. So yeah, I'm in the top 100. There's 371 players remaining. We resume today at 1 p.m. So let's see if we can run good. See if we can run good today. It's crazy because the chip leader has 1 million chips. And if I would have won one hand, I had a huge hand that was an 800,000 chip pot at the 3 hands before we broke. And if I would have won that, I would have 1.4 million in chips. I would have literally been chip leader and I would have been dominating with 371 to go. 3,006 entries into the field. 371 remain. 2 million in the prize pool, which means that it could be close to like $500,000 for first. So the odds of me winning this thing are extremely low because I'm in the top 100 of chips. So I'm in the top third of the field. Average chips, I'm well above. I have basically double the average chip stack right now. So there's a lot of folks that are literally at the lower end of the field that are just going to get spanked. Like we're going to lose 100 players pretty quick. So let's try our best today. You have to get lucky in tournaments because the blinds are continually raised in tournaments. So you do have to get lucky. It's not like playing a cash game, which, by the way, if you're just getting to the stream, we will be playing the cash game live on stream next week. I will be dropping the links for that on Monday, as well as on my Twitter and my socials, Instagram, Twitter, and here on YouTube. So we are currently 152 likes away from doing a giveaway. I believe that we're all in the money right now. Nathan asked, what's the bubble number? I believe we're already all in the money. Yeah, we should be. I mean, 3,000 players, we should be in the money. How many are left? What did I say? 371 left. We should be in the money. But again, it's not. It's an $800 buy-in tournament. So I would say like the money right now is probably like $900, which is like, that's not, who cares? You know? The next Stu Unger. I hope not. That dude was a cocaine fiend. Dude, like his nose was falling off. Take it all the way. I'm going to try. I mean, again, you need a lot of luck in tournaments. You need a tremendous amount of luck if you're not going into it with a big chip lead. I have a decent amount of chips, but the blinds, how many big blinds do I have? Let's see. But blinds are 10,000. So I have close to 40 big blinds, right? It's an $800 buy-in. So Jeff, one of the smallest tournaments. It's the first no limit tournament of the series. So I wanted to do this as practice because I'm going to be playing in the $10,000 main event, the $5,000 buy-in, the $3,000 buy-in. So I wanted some practice before. I didn't expect to run well in this tournament, but I got some run good. WPT tournament. There you go. Sponsored by the No Limit Soldiers. There you go. Let's see here. Is there a link for us to see the rankings? No, not really, but there should be some coverage once we get closer to the final table. I'll keep you updated on Instagram. Thank you, Holy Earth, for the donation. If you want to have tournament updates, I'm going to be posting on my Instagram story today. But again, it could be that I sit down the first hand, I look down, I get pocket aces, somebody goes in with pocket jacks, they hit a jack on the flop, and I'm out, right? It's a tournament. You need a lot of luck to survive in these things. So there you go. Looking to play the main event in July. Do you play that WSOP main event? I will be playing this year. 100%. But we'll be playing the WPT main event, which is December 12th. Dollar is rallying. Let's have a look at the dollar, shall we? DXY. Yeah, we're getting a nice little pump off these lows here. All right, folks, 2 more minutes here until we check the old like counter for the giveaways here. Nice, Seggy. Thank you so much there. My payout hit. Pickleball is still better. Not a big fan of wiffle tennis, my friend. Not a big fan of wiffle tennis. I don't think I ever will be. It's so hard for me to ever think that would be a great way to spend my time. So we are coming off those lows of those 500s here. We are kind of pump faking into this. We're trading right around the session VWAP right now. All right, 2 more minutes, folks. 2 more minutes. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 1,200. Remember, giveaway, and we'll stream the open here together. Let's see, 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Rip should had listened to you before and trade the micros on my 50K. Really unburdened by what it's been. Amazing. Incredible. My friend just spent about 50K on a pickleball court at his house. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand what is the thrill of playing wiffle tennis. I don't get it. I'm not really understanding it. I do like playing table tennis. I'm not going to lie about that. I do enjoy table tennis, but wiffle tennis is where I draw the line. Rips, you ever try pizza with hot honey? Are you kidding me? I got hot honey stacked in the pantry here. I love hot honey. Isn't it Mike's Hot Honey or it's Mike's Hot Honey, right? That's the brand. It's good. Good stuff. All right. Less than a minute, folks. Less than a minute to get those 1,200 likes in to do some giveaways here. Why do you at Top Step always lose money, Lamau? Dude, I don't know. Because we all suck at trading. What can I say? Look at your chat history. Still losing like always, Lamau. All right. Who hurt you, bud? Wait, why time them out? Why would you time them out? That's mean. Oh, well. Like that thing? Come on. Are you drinking Ghost? Today we're drinking G Fuel. G Fuel. There you go. Ripsmod is quick. I know. Ripsmod is too quick. Quick draw McGraw sometimes. All right, I let it go 5 seconds over. We got to 1,175 likes. We would have done, I was going to give away 10 free Top Step combines and 10 free months of Clubhouse. It's Christmas. I'm trying to give away a bunch of stuff. So, all right, folks, we'll continue the stream here in the Discord. I love you all. I hope you stay safe here on NFP Friday. I tried my hardest this whole week to give away stuff. Next week, I'll try to give away more. It's all I can do for you folks. So I love you all. I really appreciate everybody stopping by today. And we'll see you bright and early on Monday. It's going to be a fun stream next week. I'm super excited about it. And it's going to be a lot of fun to trade together next week. And hopefully we'll have our live account working. So we're ending our day up $2,000 as a practice account. We'll continue trading here in the Discord. Let's run good today. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. Don't drink and drive. If you are going to drink, drive with a Lyft or an Uber. Don't ruin your life because you had a couple drinks. Take care, everybody. I'll see you bright and early on